Hey gamers, what's up? So here I am at the mall. Once again, I had some things to do, so I came in and I'm really just kind of taking care of some last minute stuff. And well, it's not really last minute stuff, but it's stuff that needs taken care of. I have bills to pay, and I just want to make sure everything was still clean and safe here in the store. So it's just the typical things you have to do, while you're not here doing business. I know it seems like the world has stopped, but it hasn't. I still have bills to pay. So I came in and accessed my accounts and I pay everything pretty much online. So paid some of my bills, made sure I was caught up on everything. I'm not going to let this get me behind or mess up business when it starts over again or when things catch up and people are back to work. So there's still a lot I have to get done and a lot I have to do to make sure things are running smoothly. So I came in today and I've been here for a little while. I straightened up some more in the back and made sure everything was clean out here, that no one has tried to access the store. I mean, one of the great things about being here in the mall is that there's security 24/7. So I don't have to worry too much about anyone breaking into the store. But I did, like, in the back, I unlocked my safe and I left it open. I took all my cash and removed it from the store just in case something crazy happens. It's just, I don't know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So did all that. I have to go down and check the mail. I haven't done that yet, but there's a ton of stuff that I've ordered that I'm waiting for. So, uh, I mean, oftentimes I get deliveries. It comes right in the front gate of the store, and the mailman just hands it directly to me, or the UPS or the FedEx guy. So I don't have that luxury right now, and I have a small mailbox downstairs. And if you get bigger packages, they put them in. They put a key in your mailbox, and it opens up one of the bigger like boxes on the side. But there's only a few of those boxes, so I have to come into the mall and make sure that those boxes aren't filled up, and I don't know, like I can't have a package. Like if I have packages in there, and the mailman tries to put a package in, he can't get that package to me because the store's not open, then they're going to send it back to the sender. And there's a lot of stuff that once I open back up, I'm going to want here to have for resale. So, and a lot of stuff I order from overseas. So I have packages from China coming that I'm waiting for. Ooh, scary, right? A lot of people have been freaking out about that too. Oh, you can't get stuff from China. And I'm like, it's not that big a deal. I did, like, when I got them in, I would spray the package with a little bit of alcohol to make sure it was all right. But I mean, I'm not that worried on it about it. It's been on a boat for ages, and I don't think it's carrying any crazy disease or anything. I'm not as paranoid as most people are about this thing. I mean, I understand it's an epidemic. I understand it's a real problem. I understand it's contagious and can be deadly for some. So don't think I'm one of those, oh, it's a hoax people. It's not. I understand that fully. But I'm not that worried about it being on my mail, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I did that, paid some bills. I didn't just pay bills for L1 games either. I also handled some of the stuff for Nerdco and for CTS promotions. CTS has been, I mean, it's been crazy. We didn't get to do our show on the 22nd, and that was going to be massive. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you what we've lost. We lost more in a day than most people make in a year, and it's just insane, and that sucks. It's going to take us a while. That show is going to fund SciCon. SciCon is, I mean, it's a DOA right now, as far as I know, and we don't know what's going on with all that. It's nuts, and it's going to take us a long time to recoup for that one. But that's a separate business. So L1 is separate from CTS, and that's all separate from Nerdco. I am wearing a Nerdco shirt right now, my gamer shirt, Nintendo font. If you want one, check out shopnerdco.com, nerdko.com. We have a lot of cool stuff there, and that's a way to support me during this time. That's the online business we do. But so yeah, CTS though is going to recover. It's just going to take a while. I mean, that's money that we didn't earn that we're never going to get back, but we will make money in the future with future shows. We have a show planned in Cincinnati in October. We have a Columbus show planned in August 30th. August 30th. And that's all still, at least as far as we know, in the plans. So, 500, hey Jason, what's up, man? And Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, there's no sense in crying about it. I've lost money. Okay. I'm not open for business. I'm not making money. Okay. I've written to my leasing agent and asked about what the mall, what Simon Corporation is going to do for L1 Games. And really, it's what they're going to do for every business that they've closed down by closing the mall. I understand it's not their choice to close the mall, but I was here ready to do business and the mall was closed. So the question then becomes, if I'm not making money here in my storefront, then how am I supposed to pay rent? I'll tell you one good thing that I've done is that over the years I've built like kind of I've called it a cushion. You might call it also a contingency. And I was prepared for a disaster like this. Really, I could be closed down 6 months and not go bankrupt, not go under. I would lose money, but it wouldn't devastate L1 Games, and that is probably the smartest thing I've ever done. I've been sitting on it for years, just in case, and that has paid off. So I'm really glad of that, and but I'd rather be paid sooner than later. I don't want to just lose money because I'm paying rent on a building that I'm not using. And that's the big question. That's why I wrote my leasing agent. And she said, the mall plans on doing something. We'll find out what that is. I mean, frankly, I don't think anyone should have to pay rent. This is one of those times I'm thankful to be working in the grocery business for Giant Eagle headquarters. Yeah, man. I'm glad you're working. I'm glad that everyone who needs to work is working if they can. A lot of people are working from home. A lot of people I know a lot of teachers. They're all doing online teaching, and I'm just, I'm glad that not everyone is getting screwed by this. I sat home this weekend and thought, man, how much money have I lost? And just, what, we closed 5 days ago? Off the top of my head, 5 days ago we closed. And it's like, how much money? How much money every weekend am I losing? Weekends are my strongest time. It's like crazy. I'm just not here. I'm not making money, but I'm paying rent. I just paid my bills, you know. So normally when you're paying your bills, you're supplementing it with the influx of funds, and I'm not getting that right now. So it's a little bit crazy. Nice, dude. An emergency. Yeah, me too, man. So, um, it's there are a couple things I did in starting L1 Games, and that I always had in my head that I thought would help me in business. And one of them was having that contingency. Another one of them was never taking loans, which is funny. I mentioned that because I have in my little notes here, I have little notes below the screen that, I'm watching what's the government going to do for businesses. I mean, basically, the government is what shut us all down. I mean, I know the virus shut us down, but the government has shut everyone down, and they're talking about all these stimulus packages. I'm not interested in trillion-dollar stimulus packages that work to bail out, large corporations. And I'm not into stimulus packages that are going to offer loans to small businesses so they can keep their doors open. You know, I've operated now 20 years without taking a loan. Why should I have to take a loan from the government to keep my doors open? Now what they're basically saying is give you money, and now you can stay open. But the money's not yours. It's not to supplement what you lost, what you would have made while you were doing business. It's a loan. And now you have to open up, continue to do business, pay the bills you normally pay, and pay back this loan at the same time. And that just seems insane to me. So there's no way, if there is a government stimulus package that helps small businesses, that I'm going to be taking any money from it. We got here. I'm glad I joined the military because we're all dead from. Yeah, my daughter's in the military too. I was in the military. I come from a military family, but yeah, she's real glad too. She's over in San Diego, and I'm glad she's in the military because she's in a good place right now. She's still getting paid, doing her job. She's doing her job from home also, and and thanks for your service, by the way. Um, so yeah, this whole stimulus thing, I don't think it's going to affect me at all. unless the government issues checks to people who lost income. So we'll see how that works. I'm getting a call, but I'm not going to answer it. Um, so what else? Garbage loans. No, not doing it. Um, Talked about rent. Just I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know how that's going to work out in the future. Navy. Yeah, you're right, Mike. Yeah, she's actually naval intelligence. Catch you later. All right, man. Take it easy. Um, yeah, so she's good over there in San Diego. But yeah, so I'm gonna go check my mailbox, and I thought it'd be fun if I took you guys along. Unless the government is giving you money for potential revenue loss, it won't be enough. And I agree with you, man. Um, Saying, hey, look, we know you lost money, so the government, we'll have the Federal Reserve print up an extra however much, and we're going to issue it to people. And I mean, to some degree, I see bailing out companies that can't make money, but asking them to pay it back, it just makes it harder on them. Yeah, Pat. I could be online selling things right now. I could. I could just sit here 8 hours a day and list things online and sell them and ship them and all that. But you know what? Like I said, this is what I have a contingency for. I'm just going to sit and wait. And when things open back up, I tell you, I kind of expect a rush of business when the malls open back up, when local government says, yeah, you can all go back to work and you can all go back and you can gather in groups of more than 100 or more than 10 for right now. I expect that we'll open up for business and people will be sick of being cooped up. And I think it's going to be a very busy time. We'll see what happens. Um, but no, honestly, I'm just not going to sit online 8 hours a day listing stuff on Amazon or eBay. I don't have it in me to do it, man. Uh, and I know that probably sounds really lazy, and I'm not a lazy person. I'm really not. But I've just been taking this time as the vacation that I haven't taken in the last 10 years. Doing some projects around the house. I'm rebuilding a feature wall around my fireplace. I'm building a bookshelf out of the old mantle. Today I'm going to hang a new security light out over my garage. Stuff I rarely ever have the time to get to. I'm just going to do it because, this is like free time to me. I know I'm paying for it, but it's about as free as I can get. So, you know, that's just what I'm doing. Hey, what's up, Surreal Matrix? So yeah, I do have to go get the mail, and I thought I would just take you guys on the trip with me. We can walk and you can look at the mall, see what it looks like when it's completely empty like this. Let's just do it, see what happens. Just tuned in. Well, welcome, man. I'm going to get the mail. Come along, join me on a trip for mail. I did this in the last video. I kind of poked my head out the door, and I showed you guys what it looks like in the mall when it's closed. Hear it echo. But now we're going to go down to the mailbox and check it out. It's almost eerie. There's an old Mitch Hedberg act where he says that escalators can never break down. They can never stairs. I love that guy. So I'll show you what I was talking about earlier when I said that I have a really small mailbox. And we disconnected for a minute. I'm in the corridor here. I just checked my box. It's empty. So this is what I was talking about, though. These little boxes are the one I have. And if you get a big package, it goes in one of the bigger boxes. I wonder if they're even delivering the mail here right now. I don't know. Maybe when things kick back in, I'll have a huge mailbox full of mail. But that's weird because normally I have something. So strange that I checked my box and it's completely empty. This would be great for some paintball or something. reminds me of Dawn of the Dead. Okay, so back in the store. Man, that sucks. I'd hoped to have a couple packages in there. So I'm disappointed that I've got nothing. See that little thing right there? I have a crack in my screen. That sucks. So that's pretty much it. I think I talked about everything, right? Let's see. Look at my note. Talked about what I'm doing here, paid my bills, check on the store in general, make sure everything's in order. That's about it. So, I'm going to go back home and just wait this thing out. The mall is supposedly closed until the 29th. So, 5 more days. And we'll see what happens after that. I don't know that they're going to say, yeah, we're open now. It's just as likely that they'll say we're going to close for another week or another 2 weeks. In which case, my staycation is extended even more. So that's that. And I'm going to get out of here. So sorry about that break up there. I don't know what happened. Just I think in that hallway, I don't get as much service. So that was weird. But I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I will catch you all soon. I was thinking of doing a couple streams. I just haven't had time. I've been doing so much around the house that I've just kind of forgotten about my online presence at all. So maybe I'll do a stream here in the next few days just for fun. If I do, it'll be on my other channel, L1 Streams. So check that out. Subscribe for the occasional unscheduled stream that I normally do. Sometimes I do them on Wednesday mornings. So, and check me out on my social media, Facebook, L1 Games, Instagram, L1 Muzz, that's M-U-Z-Z, and on Twitter, L1 Games. Mostly it's L1 Games everywhere. And if you do want to support me, jump on shopnerdko.com and check out some of our cool gear there. We have tons of great nerd gear, so you may want to check it out. And that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I'll try to do another update soon. I don't know if it'll be from the store, if it'll be from home, or what. I don't know if there's really another reason for me to come into the store before the 29th. So, like I said, I've checked on everything. Everything seems safe and cool. I have security 24/7, so I'm not too worried about it. And if anything were to happen here, security would call me. So I just came in today kind of out of my own sense of paranoia because I had to pay bills and I wanted someplace quiet to do it. So this is where, I'm used to doing it here. I normally come in before work and I'll sit down at the cash wrap here and I'll open up my book and I'll log in on the computer and just pay my bills in quiet solitude. That's what I like. So I came here today specifically for that purpose. And yeah, now I'm done. So I thought I would do this live stream and now I'm leaving. So I'm out of here. Hey, thanks again for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Do check out my social media. Check out shopnerdco.com. And I'm out of here. So take it easy.